Hi everyone. I definitely have regrets about my finances and wish I had done things differently when I was younger. So, today I will share with you 7 pieces of advice I wish I had known earlier so that you don't make the same mistake that I did. And know that it's never too late. You can still take action today and make up for it. Hi, I'm Amy. Welcome to my channel where the goal is to help you reach financial success. I will share information on how you can earn more, save more, build wealth, and live your best life with gratitude. Please subscribe if you want to be financially blossoming. Number 1, save more. Continue living as if you're still a student. Strive to live a minimal lifestyle and don't inflate your lifestyle because you make more money now. And no need to impress others or keeping up with the Joneses. You shouldn't care too much about what other people think of you. Be comfortable in your own skin and live below your means. So when you get your paycheck, automate your savings. Set up another high interest savings account where you can automatically put, say, 10, 20% directly from your paycheck into that savings account so transfer it yourself. Remember to always pay yourself. You are your biggest asset. Your future self will thank you. If you don't do anything today, you won't have anything in the future. So pay yourself, save more. And if you're saying that, oh, I don't actually have money left over at the end of the day, then you need to ask yourself, are you overspending or are you just making too little money? So if you're overspending, really look at your own expenses. If you're having troubles cutting down on your expenses or your spending because, say, you just love shopping, a tip I have for you is make a list of the things that you think will make you happy. For example, that new dress, that new purse, new shoes, etc., etc. Then make another list that have actually made you happy. For example, spending time catching up with a friend, going for a nice picnic with your best friend, or going for a nice walk with your grandma, etc., etc. Then you compare the list between what you think makes you happy and what has actually made you happy. This will likely shed some light on that you don't really need those things to be happy. And if you're not making enough money, think about starting a side hustle, get a part-time job, basically whatever you can do to slowly build up your own skill sets so that you can earn some money. And as you get better and better at it, you will make more and more money. So invest in your education and invest in a high income skills so that you can make more down the road. Between cutting down expenses and earning more, you should be able to save more. So always remember to pay yourself first. Your future self will thank you. Number 2, invest in your retirement fund. I don't think most 22-year-olds ever even thought about retirement because it's so far out in the future. And plus, you're probably bombarded with just being graduated, looking for your first real job, or you landed your first job. You're super excited about starting and showing off your skills and climbing up the corporate ladder, etc., etc. So, if you don't actually think about it, your retirement fund when you're young, then you're not letting compounding interest work for you. The earlier you start investing, the more wealth you accumulate. If you think about it long term, from 22-year-old to say 65, that's 43 years. If you start at 22, your nest egg at 65 is going to be so big that you'll be living comfortably at retirement age. And even if you don't have much money to start with, say you can only spare $100, just put the $100 in and buy splits of shares and just keep going at it. The key is establishing a habit of setting aside your money every month so that you can actually start the investment process early on. And that is the power of compounding interest. The earlier you start, the more you accumulate. My advice to you is think about your retirement plan now. Whether you're 22, whether you're 30, whether you're 40, 50, It's never too late. Just start now. Number 3, focus on making more money. And I'm not saying money is be all end all, it's like the most important thing in life, but I am thinking that money is important because you need it to achieve your financial goals. And that's why it's important for me. And I wish I had known that so that I would spend more time making more money instead of just coasting with my salary job. So I'm not talking about making more money, getting a higher position, making more money from a salary, and climbing up the corporate ladder, because that's exactly what I did. I went from making $40,000 coming out of college to now making $100,000 after 12 years of climbing the corporate ladder. I am super proud of myself because that is a huge progression and I did work really hard at it. At the same time, I wish I had focused my energy on having side hustles or passive income or online businesses or whatever it may be so that I wouldn't rely on my salary as my only source of main income. And I have to say, I was way too comfortable and complacent with my job. I had good salary, great benefits, great coworkers. It's a great organization, like a safe, stable job. There's nothing more I can ask for. But what happened was I lost my job during the pandemic. That means I lost the main source of my income. So now looking back, I wish I had started side hustles or online businesses when I was 22 because by now I would have probably made some decent income from multiple sources instead of starting from scratch now. But then I tell myself, it's okay, it's never too late, and that's exactly what I am doing right now. I'm taking action towards making some side income, hopefully eventually one day that it will replace my full-time income. Number 4, learn to manage your money better. If you have debt, get out of debt as soon as possible. Find ways to make additional payments by either cutting down your expenses or earning more so you can be debt-free soon. So learn how to manage your money better and make financial education your priority. Learn how to budget and learn how to invest, even just basic investing tips. You don't have to go to super complicated ways of investing. You can just invest in S&P 500, which is what Warren Buffett suggests. Just go in every month with your money and just buy and then just leave it. You don't need to time the market because you never know. There is no timing the market. So just go in and just keep buying and then keep waiting because if you think about it, 30 years down the road, the stock price has always been higher than if you look at 30 years now. So there's no need to think about whether to go in on low because that's just way too hard to time the market. Knowledge is power. Learn everything you can about personal finance. If you start going through all these books, all these YouTube videos, all these knowledges online, you feel more confident about your own financial situation and you'll take action and you'll be in charge of your own finances. And then you'll reach your financial goals sooner. Number 5, learn to negotiate better. Understand your value and negotiate every time you get a new job or ask for a raise. Really do your research first. Understand what your values are. Make a list of your contributions and achievements in the organization and then present it to your boss by starting a conversation with him or her saying that you've been doing this for a while now and here are the list of achievements I've done for our department or my organization, and then ask for that raise. It never hurts to ask. Just ask. The worst thing that they can say is no. And then you can ask 3 months down the road or 6 months down the road when they tell you maybe you need to hit a certain milestone or target. And once you have achieved that, you can come back to them and say that I've achieved what we had discussed previously, so then you can get that raise. So I didn't negotiate for a long time. My first few jobs, I just basically took what I was offered, and usually that was basically on the low end of the salary range, right? I didn't know any better. I was just happy that I was able to get next promotion, that next job. And this negotiation applies for rates that you are doing on your side, such as say if you offer consulting on the side for your side business. Negotiate the prices. You don't have, when people offer you say $50 an hour, you can think about what your worth is and what the value you're delivering to your client, and think about, is that reasonable rate? If not, increase it. And when you increase it, you better deliver the value that you think that price range should be at. Do your research, really think about it, and then just go for it. Number 6, seek investment opportunities. There are lots of opportunities out there. For example, there are real estate, there is cryptocurrency, angel investing, and many, many others, right? Do your research. Do your due diligence, always based on facts and not the opinions of others. Also, only put the money that you are able to afford losing, so at the end of the night, you're not sleepless thinking about it because it's in a losing position. So my biggest regret is that I wish I had invested in other opportunities other than the stock market, because I could have done it in real estate, but I didn't. And I was thinking, oh, the real estate is already so high, maybe I shouldn't do it, which I regret it so much now. And then for cryptocurrency, I did invest back in 2017. I put $5,000 in Bitcoin, which by now is $50,000. But the only thing was I left the money on the exchange, which the exchange went bankrupt, which means I lost all my money. So it's a huge learning lesson for me. Know exactly what you're doing. Don't be like me, because when I bought my Bitcoin, I was thinking, oh, okay, I'll go get a cold wallet and then I'll put it into the, I'll put it into the cold wallet. But then I forgot about it. And then 2 years later, that exchange went bankrupt and all the money's gone. There's a lawsuit and etc. So I wish I had done it, because now I would have $50,000. And you never know, maybe 10 years, it would be $500,000, but now it's gone. So the advice here is seek different investment opportunities. Definitely do your research and know the ins and outs before you put your money in. And when you do put money in, only put the money that you are comfortable with losing if one day it's all gone. Number 7, live up to your full potential. Basically, live up to your own aspirations and not by someone else's expectations. I regret this so much because I basically lived based on my parents' expectation of me. I went to university, got a good, paying job afterwards, climbed up the corporate ladder, had a stable job, and then I basically was just coasting when I realized, oh my God, I could have done things differently, and why didn't I take any action? But now I've adopted that rich mindset and also trying to live up to my full potential. I tell myself it's never too late, and that's why I'm starting this YouTube channel, and also I'm starting different online businesses to see where that goes. So ask yourself, how much longer will you go on letting your energy sleep? Have the courage to follow your heart and create your own story. Spend time working on the things that you're interested in and just go for it. Whether that's building a business, starting a side hustle, running a marathon, starting a side hobby, whatever it may be, go on to try new things in life. Live your life to the fullest. The greatest success lies in living your life in your own way. So, choose to live your life as everything is a miracle and go pursue it. And embrace your fears and doubts, because definitely you will encounter those along the way. But fear not, because those are the challenges that set you up for success down the road. The more you fail, the more you learn, the more you can stand up and go from there. Life is basically found in between your deepest desire and your greatest fear. But remember, fear is only temporary, whereas regrets last forever. So I really do think that life is full of choices, and many of those choices come with uncertainty, but you never know unless you try. So go out and start taking action today. And the bonus one for you is marry someone you deeply love and stay married. Obviously, no one goes into a marriage thinking about getting a divorce, but did you know that 50% of the marriages end up in divorce? And that's quite high, in my opinion. And divorces have such a negative impact on your finances. Just the legal bills of getting a divorce may cost up to $20,000, and then you'll be splitting assets and then et cetera, and it's just ugly mess. So now, what action will you take today to change your financial outlook? Write it in the comments below. And if you want further tips and habits on how to achieve financial freedom, check out this next video on the millionaire habits. As always, thank you for watching. I appreciate you. Have a great day and a financially blossoming life. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.